Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another Draw With Me episode. This one is going to have an under the sea theme, but if you're not feeling that, feel free to make up your own theme. I'm going to use the tangles from my most recent Untangled series. So it's going to be ENYSHOU, DIVA Dance and Drawings, which are episodes 13, 14, and 15. I'll leave the link to those episodes in the description in case you would like to reference them. The original Tangle and kind of the description on how to do those are there. I have a tendency to change them up whenever I do my projects. So let's see, first I'm going to go ahead and just draw kind of a wavy line around my piece of cardstock. And I'm just going to use this pencil. Makes it easier to erase lines when I'm trying to figure out, my composition. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do a coral piece right here on this left side. Just kind of do a soft S, or whatever you feel like. And let's see, let's do this like oval shape right here, and then we're just gonna kind of do some abstract oval-ish style pieces. So just kind of think of them as like holes within like a coral piece. And again, if you don't want to do an underwater theme, maybe this could be crazy looking stuff on a tree. Just use your imagination. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill my coral piece. Gonna do is we're gonna take that Diva Dance that I talked about earlier and go ahead and fill in these holes right here with that, almost like they're inside the coral. So go ahead and start with your, you have partial circle here, and let's see, right here I think is where I want to start. And again, if you're not familiar, we're gonna do these bump outs, these little black bump outs, and then we're just going to come around and go around those. It's almost like we're just doing constant aura. So if you're familiar with Zentangle, this is, when they say aura, you're just kind of going around the outside, and this one is just going to keep going and going around in a circle. So I'm just going to kind of go around here and then do this little swoop out, almost as if it's growing outside of itself, just wants to keep growing. A little bump out over here. I think Diva Dance is one of my favorite Zentangles. I know I say I have a lot of favorites. I do have a lot of favorites when it comes to Zentangle and doing these patterns. But I find this one really relaxing, and you can do multiple things, whether it's like this crazy little coral little inset, or you could even, if you didn't want to do the little outstretched little hands that, kind of grow out from it, it would almost look like, kind of like a rose, like a flower. But I find these like very easy and very relaxing, so Diva Dance is one of my favorites. That, and this is the rock and roll one. So if you're familiar at all, there's also just the regular one, which is more vertical, but I think this one's my favorite. You can kind of zone out and do this one, which I love. So again, just adding these little bump outs, just wherever kind of feels like it would be a good place to put them. Doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to be perfectly imperfect. And feel free to do as many of these little outstretched arms on your piece as you like. I think I'm only gonna do a couple for each of my insets on this one, but who knows, I might change my mind. That's what's fun about these. You don't have to have a plan. All right, so as we fast forward through this, again, just kind of do the same pattern for all of your insets for your coral. I know sometimes it's kind of hard when you only have a little bit of space. I know I constantly double check myself, make sure I'm not drawing over another line. All right, so that is looking good. I'm liking how that turned out. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do one here. Another like coral, if you want to call it a rock piece. I think I'm going to do mine a little bit smaller right here because this is the spot that I want to put my drawings, which is the Zentangle drawings, right in this spot right here. I think you have him just hanging out right here, and then he can kind of, you know, I don't know, his little tentacle arms can be coming out. I know in the original, I believe it's like five what they're calling like wings come off the center. But for this project, again, like I said, I like to change it up. I'm gonna probably end up doing more than 5 because this is gonna be my, I don't know, he's like maybe like a little starfish type, like under the water sea creature. Yep, I think that's looking good. So let's see, let's do him right about there, and he's kind of gonna disappear. Another one right there. And let's do our last one over here. Yeah, that should be good right about there. Maybe, I don't know if I need to extend him a little bit, but that's looking good. So go ahead and we're gonna start our kind of wing type shapes. So just do some soft C curves. On each of these. Kind of go behind, let's see. I would continue right there. Make sure I don't accidentally go past my border. Get this one in. Let's see, I might start over here if that's easier. I think so. So basically start from the end point and bring it forward. Sometimes that's just easier. All right, it's looking good. So go ahead and make the long line in. Starting from that first point that comes in, and then if you don't have the point because it's, you know, hidden, just go ahead and draw it in as if it was there, and then stop where you hit your border. That is looking good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna darken this for this outside part of the wing, just because I know it's probably gonna get a little busy over here, and I think that'll help pull it out for later. If we need to make it thicker, we can come back and just make that black line thicker, just to help give it a little bit more depth and have it like pop out so it's not hiding. I don't know, maybe it needs to hide in our little underwater ocean. I don't know, maybe I should just start making up a story as I go along drawing these. Alright, so now let's go ahead and add in our lines that make them kind of like the wing shape. And let's go ahead and then add the little highlight line to each of these. I think that'll help give them a little bit more shape. And if you want to add more decoration to yours, you know, go ahead and do that. There's no wrong way. Just remember that. There's no wrong way to do this. Unless you're not having fun. I don't know, maybe that's the wrong way. This should be relaxing and fun, so. And just kind of add lines. I know that they kind of go under the that design, but it'll help you kind of see it there. All right, so that is looking good. So let's go ahead and just finish inking out the that coral slash rock, whatever we want to call it, since we know where our lines are now. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do one of these. So let's put it here, I think. That would be a good spot. Just a little one, just so that's not all by itself. So go ahead, I know it's really tight right here, but just go ahead and add that in there, like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're finishing up that little spot right there. So now our little sea creature, he's got a friend. Yep, I think that's looking good. I don't know that we really need another one behind him. I think that might be too busy if we put that over there. So I think we'll just go ahead and go with that. We can always come back and add another one if we think we need it. Because I mean, that's an easy fix if we think we need it. Down here is going to be kind of where our, let's say our seaweed life is going to be coming from right here, more or less, which will be our ENYSHOU. And it doesn't need, if you watch the original, it doesn't need, you know, the bottom piece. So let's see. I know you see my hand waving around. That's how I kind of visualize where I want to put something. So I think that works. And then let's do the line that goes with it right here. And just kind of following it. It's almost like an aura, but not quite, because we're going to connect it obviously right here. I probably could have done that maybe a little bit bigger, but I think we'll be okay. I think that'll be good. So let's go ahead and make the smaller lines that go with it. you know, feel free to do, you know, 2 or 3 lines on each side. I think for this one, I'm going to do 3 on each side. I think that'll be good. But, if, you know, 2 or 3 works. So bring that up and around. And this one will bring up and around. Yep. And then let's go ahead and do that 3rd line here. All right, so for this, and I was originally going to do little bubbles or little, you know, little seed pods, but I think I'm going to do lines for this one. I think I'm going to do, yeah, we'll do little lines on this one. I think that'll be cool. We'll do something a little different right here. So yeah, just do alternating lines. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of curve to mine, just because I think this would be like a curvy kind of plant. Feel free, you know, if you don't want to put them, you know, this close, if you want to make them longer or shorter or more, you know, broken up, like, you know, spread out, go ahead and do that. Just kind of have fun with it. I thought this one would be a little fun. Yep, I'm just gonna bring this all the way to the top. I know they get a little tight in here. Yep, but I think that works. And then I think what I'm gonna do is add a line right in through here. So, not so much a line, but more like fill in the lines right here. And I think I'm just gonna fill it in because I thought about doing more of those, you know, kind of, you know, coordinating. Spots, but I think I'm just gonna fill these in on each side. So one here, and then I'm gonna do the other side also. I think that'll just help with timing also with this video so that it doesn't get too long. So, and for this project, so like I said, I'm using cardstock, and I believe this is like a little bit over 7 by 5. I thought I would try a smaller size for these videos, rather than, like, you know, before I was doing just a regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock, but I heard someone mentioned that they thought that the videos were getting too long. So let's go ahead and do another one here. So you'll have to let me know if you like the shorter content. So again, just repeating that same thing. I'm gonna do 3 on each side, coming up and around. Oh, I like this one. I think that's how this one's turning out. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know if you like this length. I tried to make it a little bit shorter this time, and also, I tried doing a little bit of music with the talking, just to give it a little bit of kind of a different feel. So let me know you know, if you like that style, or, you know, if you guys just want me to stop talking, just listen to the music and relax, I can do that too. I wish YouTube had that feature where you could just, you know, say, I just want to listen to the music. Can we turn off all the voice music, or just all the voices and just listen to music? That would be a cool feature, I think, in YouTube. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fill these in our crazy seaweed guys here. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. You'll have to leave me a comment, like I said, and, you know, if you're new here, welcome. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel greatly, and obviously you'll get, you know, notifications whenever I do new projects or new tangles, and you guys can follow along. Guess what project I'm doing next. Also want to start, you know, these Zentangle is great. I love these. It's, you know, it's definitely for, I do these for people who, you know, say, oh, I can't draw. No, you can draw, and this is the perfect thing to start with. It teaches you, you know, the S curves, you know, regular lines, S curves, you know, filling in, line work, all that good stuff. It's just the basis of good drawing. So I feel like once you kind of get used to this, then you can start, you know, on normal things. So like if you see a flower, like you've got all the basics here, right? And so I definitely want to start doing videos on drawing flowers. Flowers, I think, are my like favorite thing to draw. You know, if I'm gonna sit down and draw something, it's that. If I just want to zone out, I'm definitely jumping to Zentangles, because you can just go with a pattern and have fun. All right, let's do another one here. Yeah, come around here, and then through here. Let's have them pop out there. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, so just kind of fast forward through that. So now, you know, you just did a bunch of those, right? Let's go ahead and finish this out. Let's finish this tiny one right here. Ink in this last one. All right. Yep, that should be good. All right, looking good. All right, so let's go ahead and ink in our border. And just kind of take your time, follow the lines around. So this is gonna make like a nice little, almost like insert to a coral piece that something is looking out. So, you know, make up a story. Don't worry, I've already been thinking about my story. I think there's a mermaid. She's looking out of a giant piece of coral. Maybe this is her garden. I like it. I think I might call this Mermaids Garden. Not to be confused with the octopus's garden. that. And just bring that along. Oh yeah, that's looking awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in these dark areas. Well, I don't call dark areas, but basically, you know, what would be the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my micron to fill this in, and I'll try to speed this up a little bit, because I know this can be a little tedious to watch sometimes, and I know y'all know how to fill in, color in, however you would like to call it. So yeah, just gonna fill in these spots. I find this part of the project, you know, at the end where I'm filling in, really relaxing. Alright, now that we have finished all that, it's looking good. I know I'll probably come back through here. I know I'm fixing these little spots I missed, but I'll probably do like another layer of ink because it's just, I know it's a little tedious. But let's go back through and do a shadow. Some of you might want to go and use a pencil. Feel free to, shade with a pencil. I personally like using my pen, so I'm going to go in and stipple. So if you're not familiar, that's just creating little dots instead of, doing a big, thick black line. It's little dots to kind of show that it's curving in, it's got a little bit of depth, a little bit of shadow. So I'll do that around those corals, and let's do it around our seaweed. So just going around each of these. So if it's on the top, we're gonna go ahead and follow that line with little dots, and just do that for each of the little seaweed pieces. And then for this sea creature, we're gonna go around the creature itself, and then we're gonna come also and do each arm. So the arm's gonna be on top, so you'll want to get in there. I'm gonna go ahead and let's bring this focus so you can better see. We'll do close up. See, I'm just doing little tiny dots. Some dots up here. Just kind of round. Yep, that looks good. And then just go in to all these seaweed pieces and just kind of run up each of them. And again, just little dots. Alright, well here it is guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.